Hi guys, Iron Cameraman here. When you saw this thumbnail, what was the first thought that came to your mind? I always try to create my thumbnails based on my own theories or by debunking some false ideas. And while I was preparing this video, all my friends, looking at the thumbnail, thought it was going to be the second option, a debunking theory. Honestly, it's no surprise that many people are skeptical about this kind of development. G-Man and Titan Cameraman teaming up, and no one knows about it? Sounds pretty unexpected. But regardless of your opinion on this, today, I'll share my new idea, a fascinating concept that logically explains how everything could lead to this outcome. What's even more interesting is that my thoughts are indirectly confirmed by a recent audio leak where Mr. Boom said, "It's boom time." Here, take a listen in case you missed it.
Oil up, bro. It's the fuck booming time.
At first glance, you might wonder, what does the secret agent have to do with this? Especially if, by the end of the video, we conclude that Titan Cameraman is currently with the Skibidi Toilets. To answer this, let's mentally go back to episode 74, where we last saw Titan Cameraman. In that episode, the POV cameraman enters the teleport of the TV man Titan, leaving the Titan's disappearance off-screen. However, according to Astro UFO, who spoke with the Duchess at the end of episode 76, someone interfered with their connection and they lost contact with the squad. This led to the Titan disappearing from their radars as well. I think you've already guessed who's doing this might be. But that's not all. Today, for the first time, I'll show you and talk a bit about our first collaboration with NoCap. If you're not familiar, he's an amazing SFM animator, and we decided to work together on an animation project for my channel. So I recommend sticking around until the end to catch all the details about this project and learn a bit more about my upcoming multiverse. Yes, you heard that right. So get comfy. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel because it's going to be a wild ride. Let's go. Let's start by ruling out the idea that Titan Cameraman acted in self-defense. Even if, by some miracle, he managed to get rid of the Astro toilets that were nearby, he wouldn't have been able to escape the remaining ones. This leads us to another conclusion. The idea that another powerful character saved him is also unlikely. First, in that case, we'd see signs of damage on the Astro UFO or the mothership. And second, the UFO didn't mention to the Duchess that anyone helped Titan. From their perspective, he simply vanished from the radar due to losing contact with the squad. Let's recall another interesting moment from episode 77. TV man Titan, addressing the Cameraman 3.0, said, "Your Titan wouldn't want you to die pointlessly." Considering the use of past tense, it's clear that, for TV man Titan, and essentially for the cameraman too, Titan is either dead or, at the very least, currently unavailable. So here's the odd part. Why didn't the cameramen take any action to search for their Titan after hearing the conversation between the UFO and the Duchess? The answer is simple. The Duchess and UFO were speaking in Skibidi language, which the Alliance likely doesn't understand. And we, as viewers, only know the meaning of their conversation thanks to subtitles added by Boom. So, what does this mean? Essentially, the Alliance needs to decode this information. And here's an interesting coincidence. The Skibidi Toilets recently began officially collaborating with the Alliance. More specifically, in episode 77, Boom showed how a squad of Skibidi Toilets arrived at the cameraman base, where, as we know, Detective Cameraman is located. He most likely has a recording of the conversation between the UFO and the Duchess. In my last short analysis, I already mentioned that the beep that forced the detective to step out most likely happened at the same time the Skibidi Toilets were already at the base. So, in the near future, we might get a new piece of the puzzle for the investigation in the form of the mysterious disappearance of the Titan. And who's behind it? Of course, the secret agent. This becomes obvious due to another anomaly typical in stories involving him. Based on episode 51, we know that Titan Cameraman's camera can be accessed just like the cameras of regular agents. This means the Alliance should have been able to track him and determine whether he's alive or not. But since that didn't happen, it means the secret agent remotely disabled the recording function on his camera. And when the detective tries to connect, he gets the message, "Camera offline." So how did he manage that? The most obvious answer is the use of a teleport to move both Titan Cameraman and the Astro Toilet since they both disappeared. And that's where G-Man comes in to help the secret agent. He might have helped take out some Astro Toilets and hide Titan Cameraman so that when the time comes, he could release him with upgrades. But then, there's the question. If the secret agent has this ability, why haven't we seen it before? The answer lies in his secrecy. In my breakdown of the short with Lucky Cameraman and the detective, I already explained in detail why Defuk Boom manipulates this ability to disrupt cameraman transmissions and what his goals are, so I won't repeat myself here. In this case, though, there's another reason for hiding it. The secret agent used this move not just so the Alliance wouldn't know about his new ability, but also to hide the Titan. He understood that Titan Cameraman is a fiery guy who wouldn't sit idly by while his allies are dying. But then comes another question. Why didn't he save Speaker Titan and TV Man Titan the same way? This brings us to my conclusion from another video, where I said that TV Man Titan is actually not infected. The secret agent knew he wouldn't be able to control a character who can teleport. That's why he went with Plan B involving G-Man and secretly injected his green energy into him in episode 73. As for Speaker Titan, I think the secret agent was aware of the Speaker's Armada plan and foresaw that it would be a great move. Either way, G-Man managed to plant Boom's seed in Speaker Titan too, strange as it sounds. And do you know what this all means? If my reasoning is correct, then the Skibidi Toilets are secretly upgrading Titan Cameraman. The Speakers are working on improving their Titan. The Astro Toilets are likely enhancing TV Man Titan. All these upgrades benefit the Alliance. If the secret agent's plan succeeds, the Titans' comeback and reunion could be even more legendary than in episode 67. After all, it's completely unclear what to expect from these upgrades and what each faction will decide to add to their Titan. Now, it's time to talk about my animation with no cap. It's a small experiment, a concept imagining what a battle between Astro Juggernaut and G-Toilet might look like. As you've probably noticed from the clips in the background, we also included Titan Cameraman. It's not a big animation, more of a test to see your reaction. If viewers like it and want more of these collaborations, we'll make fan projects like this more often. In fact, I've had the idea of starting my own Skibidi Toilet multiverse for a long time, and I even have a general concept and plot. The problem is, I don't know how to animate myself. But thanks to NoCap, I now have the opportunity to bring this project to life. I hope it all works out. So make sure to subscribe to the channel so you don't miss the first animation and check it out. And you're like, by the way, we'll speed up the release of the video, we just need to finish the sound design. As for the additional scenes in Season 25, it's hard to predict their content beyond the storyline involving the secret agent. I don't think we should expect a massive G-Man vs. Juggernaut battle since it's just an additional scene, not a full episode. However, remembering the scene from last season where G-Toilet and TV Man crossed paths for just a few seconds, we might see something similar, a short teaser to remind us of them and build anticipation. Bye!